I train twice a day. There's so many little variables that you need to try to control to be the best in the world, and so it's a daily thing.
When people find out that Tara Nott is an Olympic athlete, this isn't what they expect.
A lot of people think I'm a gymnast. It's always fun to have them guess, what sport do you think I do? And they'll be like, gymnast or something, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm way too old to be a gymnast. But yeah, it's fun to try to change the stereotypes of what people think.
Tara tosses perceptions aside in the same way that she throws more than twice her body weight over her head. But she was the last one who expected much from what started as a hobby.
It was a complete shock, and when I called my mom and dad and said, oh, I'm competing in weightlifting, they were thinking that I was bodybuilding and greasing up and out there in a swimsuit and stuff. And I was like, no, weightlifting. So I had to explain and educate my family on what weightlifting was.
To her own surprise, Tara landed a spot on the U.S. Olympic team for the 2000 Games in Sydney, where the only thing she expected to do was the very best that she could do.
It was such an amazing experience, to represent the United States and compete with the best in the world. I never thought, starting weightlifting 4.5 years earlier, that I would be at the Olympics competing.
Not only competing, winning.
I was in complete disbelief. I couldn't believe that this was my first Olympics and I was actually able to go there and win a medal. For me, just making the Olympic team was a huge accomplishment.
Tara's gold medal is the achievement of a lifetime, but in the training room, all it means is new expectations, set by herself and fulfilled through a solitary war between weight and will.
It's very lonely. Here at the training center, it's not so bad. You train with about 20 other athletes, but I live in Michigan now, and I completely train by myself. And so I don't have a coach in there with me. I don't have other athletes to help motivate me. The motivation really comes from within, and you have to dig deep every day that you go in there and train.
The U.S. Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. It's a mile higher than Tara's home in Michigan. So when she does come here to train or meet with coaches,
and this altitude is killing me.
For Tara, each lift is a product of both muscle and mind.
The mental challenge is staying calm and staying focused when you're up on the platform by yourself. The mental part of it as well deals with fear. If you think of throwing 225 pounds over your head when you only weigh 105 pounds, you can kind of get a little scared. And so you really have to conquer those things.
Tara Nott has already accomplished more in the sport of weightlifting than she ever envisioned. But with each competition and each new success, she's learning to deal with her own great expectations.
I love the challenge. I love every day seeing what I can do. I love competing. I love getting out there on stage and seeing if I can hold it together.